We let the rumor mill churn for a while before bringing you this video, but now we have some solid rumors brewing for Apple's next big flagship, the iPhone 6s. But now we assume you know the drill. The S updates to iPhones use the same physical design on the outside, but include hardware and software improvements instead. And we have no indication that things are going to be different this time around. What will change, however, are, first of all, the camera. The iPhone's camera has changed a lot in the past few years, but it's kept the same 8-megapixel count since the iPhone 4S. Their latest phone, however, is rumored to have a 12-megapixel camera. And since Apple now feels comfortable doing this, we have to imagine they feel they can deliver the higher megapixel count without sacrificing any of the other specs that determine overall camera performance. After all, Apple presents itself as being the camera for the mobile photographer, so making sacrifices with the camera would be mobile suicide. The iPhone 6s might also finally be getting a Sapphire Screen. The iPhone 6 was rumored to have this feature as well, although issues with suppliers apparently forced them to scrap the idea for the release of the 6. A Sapphire Screen would mean you can throw your phone in your pocket with anything short of loose diamonds and never have to worry about getting it scratched. Another potential addition is Force Touch. This technology, recently introduced with the Apple Watch, lets you give different commands to your phone depending upon how hard you physically press the screen, as opposed to the current display, which only supports short and long presses. For those that care about aesthetics, there is one potential change. Apple might introduce a rose gold colored iPhone 6s and 6s Plus option, due in part to the interest in the rose gold Apple Watch. And finally, the last thing that we are fairly certain will make an appearance is a new processor, the A9. If you recall, the A8X processor currently in iPhone 6s was a 40% bump in processor performance and a 2.5 times bump in graphical capabilities. Most users probably don't obsess over the behind-the-scenes hardware performance, but this will have a huge impact on everything from how fast and responsive your phone is, how much battery life you get out of it, and even what kind of games and apps can be developed for it. And those are the most persistent rumors so far. What do you think? Will these changes be enough to keep Apple in a competitive position against Samsung and the rest of the Android world? Or are there other features you think Apple needs to consider for their next phone? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you next time on Big Shiny Things.